When the throttle is twisted all the way, the scooter loses power during rapid acceleration. Just like this, it becomes unresponsive. Then the scooter stops, and only after twisting the throttle again can it move. This is the same electric scooter from the previous video, belonging to the young man. There were no problems when twisting the throttle with no load. The young man checked a lot of information online and said that the hall sensor in the motor was faulty. He bought one online and asked me to replace it for him. We checked the hall sensor inside his motor with a repair tool, and it seemed normal, but the young man insisted on replacing it, so we disassembled it and replaced it for him. Those who watched the previous video should know that after replacing the hall sensor, the problem became even worse. So what exactly is going on? Let's take a look now. We've opened the motor. The hall sensor in his motor was actually fine, but the young man asked us to replace it, so we did. We replaced it using the normal procedure, removing the old one and installing the new one. The new hall sensor was also normal without any problems, and the model matched. We installed and soldered it according to the normal procedure. After reassembling the motor, it couldn't operate normally. Okay, now the motor has been reassembled. Let's see what the problem is. Before the replacement, the problem was that during normal starting and rapid acceleration, the power would suddenly cut off when the throttle was fully open. Now, after reassembly and testing, the replaced hall sensor is also working normally, but with no load and rapid acceleration, the motor only moves a little and then stops. What's going on? We only replaced one hall sensor, and that hall sensor is fine. So what exactly is the problem? We continue to disassemble the motor and check it again. At this point, the young man was also confused. It could ride before, but now it can't even ride. We replaced a hall sensor and we checked it, and the replacement was also fine. Finally, we decided to replace it with a universal hall sensor to see if it would work. We asked the young man, and he said he bought this hall sensor online for about 10 yuan, so it should be fine. So why was the original motor's hall sensor working fine with no load, but after replacing it, it doesn't work? Is the hall sensor itself also problematic? I suspect so. So we replaced it with a universal hall sensor to see what would happen. Even if it only returns to the previous situation, that would be acceptable. Normal operation with no load and power cut-off during rapid acceleration during normal starting. At least that would be understandable. Replacing a hall sensor made the problem worse. What do you think the problem is? Okay, we've now replaced the motor. Let's see what happens this time. Okay, let's put this motor back on the vehicle and test it. Let's see what happens. We'll turn the key and twist the throttle. It's still the same. It moves a little and then stops. It rotates one turn and then stops. What's going on? It's getting worse the more we try to fix it. Finally, we opened the motor and found that two of the magnets were severely worn. Could this be the problem with these two magnets? There are signs of wear on the rotor of these two magnets, which is what people call sweeping the stator. Will replacing these two magnets solve the problem? We'll see in the next video.